Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Confessions of the Paper Addict cut file shop where I am going to use this cut file, which is called Sparkles, on my layout. Now, before I get started, I did do two things off camera. One, I did prime this here with clear gesso, and here I am coming in to make this a little bit softer right there where I'm going to place my photo and most of my embellishments with the white gesso. Now, the reason why I did the clear is because you'll see me that I am going to do a ton of splatters along with this, along with just other things that I want to do on this page. So that's why I did the full clear. And then only coming in with the soft of the white gesso just to make sure that that part is good. So now Dazzlerz, I am using the Tutti Frutti. Now I did want to tell you this. So I cut this out in a stencil. Now the stencil that I have is paper from Recollections, which is a Michaels brand. I absolutely hate this brand, but it works well to do this. So you can be able to buy, if you're wanting to keep your stencils for a couple of good times, to be able to use it a little bit more than just cutting it and doing it as a stencil like this, but you don't want to spend the money on the acetate or the stencil like paper or whatever they want to call it, like the stencil material. This is a good option, and the reason why I say that is that this is a pretty thick cardstock, and I just tacked right where the center of the sparkles are, where all those stars and stuff are at, and I lightly tore it off, and you can't even tell that, and it's straight and everything because of how thick it is. So here it is. I'm taking it off slowly, and then now we're back into, you know, a little bit faster mode. But I do not like using Recollections in my Cricut. It is too thick. It's just not right. I think I am very spoiled with close to my heart white paper and black paper that using anything else just doesn't work for me. I just don't like it. So there's my tangent, I guess, for the day. Now back to the layout here. What I decided to do is that I understand that you probably are like, you're covering this up, but in real life, I promise you, you can see this stencil. Now, I truly wanted it to be part of my background. I really wanted my picture to stand out this time. And the reason being is because this is like what my summer looked like for road tripping. I went to Amy's 3 times, 2 times to scrap and 1 time to go to IKEA because of teaching for the first year. I needed to get some stuff from IKEA and the learning store that they have up there and all of that stuff. So I think I went there 3 times, if not for sure, like 3 times from May to July for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to document more of the picture about how I don't mind traveling just to get some scrapping in. It doesn't bother me a bit, and that's what I wanted it to be. And you can use this stencil and this cut file for whatever you'd want. I use it as a stencil because I feel like the middle part of how Virginia did this cut file is perfect to put behind a photo. And I could have definitely taken one of the blue tones that are in this paper from Simple Stories. It's the Crafty Girl collection, and really made it that stand out. Now, I should have done that in the first place, but I decided not to, and I'm still okay with this. And I did take the 3 colors that I'm using. The 2 Vibez are Jeni Blue and Sweetheart. And then I sprayed all over to get a shimmer on the whole paper is Baby's Breath. You guys all know that I use the Baby's Breath for just about everything. And now I'm just going back and forth on getting my photos, or the photo, all lined up and ready to go. And I just love how it turns out. I'm glad that I did it this way, and I wanted to show you guys that if you guys aren't keen on using like a cut file for a major focal point, this is a good way to do a cut file, make it into a stencil, and do it that way and still have the focal point on maybe your background or just maybe your photo like I did. And you can do it either way. Now, I will, obviously in the description down below, you guys will definitely have the link to this one. And like I said, you can turn it into a stencil by using cardstock like I did. You could physically get the stencil paper. You could use acetate if you're wanting to use it more than just that. I just loved how this turned out. I really do. I think that it is perfect for what I wanted, and yes, it just worked out well. So the other thing too is that make sure that you go check out the Facebook group and the shop and all of that jazz, because Virginia has a huge thing for us ladies and for all of you guys coming up in the month of March. It is her 1-year anniversary, and you've got to go check it out. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you can see all of the goodies that we are uploading onto our channels, because let me tell you, I've got a bunch and everybody's got a bunch to do. It is crazy paisy, but I am going to absolutely love March. Also, on my personal side, you'd want to stay involved as well, because 2 of the ladies from Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop, myself and 1 other lady, are going to do something fun in the month of March as well. So you do not want to miss this. You've got to come on board and check this out. So after all of that and me picking out all of my little bits of embellishments, now this is the Crafty Girl collection from Simple Stories, and I do not have much more of this. What you see is what I got. So I am going through all of my stuff to try to figure out what I want to place and how I want to place it. And I feel that just by doing the little bits that I did, it worked out perfect. I really think it did. I think it's amazing. I think it's exactly what I needed and wanted for this layout, because this is going to be in with all of my scrappy photos that I have from all of the retreats and the things that Amy and I do and my friends and whoever else comes along with, Dolly and Fran and all that stuff. It's just, I'm the traveling person, and it doesn't bother me to travel. It doesn't bother me to leave my family at home and me just to go and do what I need to do and call it a day. I absolutely love it. Traveling for me is like no big deal. Living in Europe, you just go. Like, you just go. And when you go, you go. And my husband is like, oh, I'll just stay home. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to go here, 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 and here, here. And he's fine and content with it. So, works out for me. But yeah, so that's a little bit about the photo and a little bit about the what I have left over. Now, I don't have much left of this, and I can't even get another layout done with this. So, you know what that means. You probably won't be seeing this layout set again, which I'm fine with, because I've gotten quite a bit of layouts. I think I was able to get, because I just got the one set, and I think I was able to get 9 layouts out of it. 8 or 9 layouts with this one including. So that's really good. So yeah, so that is what is all about what I am doing there. I do my random embellishments. I added an orange. I added some cherries. I added a llama. Why I added a llama? Because the color matches. And yeah, so this just turned out. And the teacup, obviously the teacup always represents my coffee. And if I could, I would put probably a teacup in almost all my layouts if I could. Because my life does not run unless I have coffee. It just doesn't. And right now, I am not feeling well at all. I do have, I have an update on my hands too while we're talking. So while you're finishing me up watching this, you'll see me embellish and then do some splatters, and then that's kind of about it with this layout. So this went up, when I'm doing this voiceover, I am doing it before I have my hand consultation or whatever for when my hands were going numb, and they still have. So since October, on the 13th, in the United States here, on the 13th, I go in. This is going up the day after. Yeah, this is going up the day after. So I will then, in the next couple of days after that, my voiceovers, depending on when I get my videos done and stuff, one of them will have an update of like what my plan is, what they're thinking my hands are doing, and that kind of stuff. Because they still are being numb. They still are cold to the touch. Like a lot of times my kids at school will be like, Miss Webber, why are you so cold? And I'm like, it's just my hands. It's just my hands. But they're all like, but you're really cold, Miss Webber. And, you know, Josh every once in a while will touch me too. And he's like, you're cold, you're cold. Now, I do know that with the weather changes and things like that affects it a lot too. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that they just say, honestly, I'm hoping that they're just saying that it's carpal tunnels. They'll go in and get me the surgery and call it a day. Because if they tell me I got to do physical therapy for this, they've lost their minds, for one, because I won't do physical therapy. I'll go find another place to go. Doesn't bother me a bit. And then the other thing too is that I don't want to be taking, I'm not a medicator type person. If I can have surgery and get it done, I have surgery and get it done. But if I have, if they make me take a lot of medication just because they don't want to fix the situation or try to prolong it, I'll be fixing that too. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to give you, it's been a long winter. It's been since October since I've had to deal with this. And now finally the appointment is coming. So I'm grateful for that. So now I'm just finishing up my little bits and bobs here. And we are definitely coming to the end. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you also go check out the Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop. I hope and pray that everything is going well for you. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with just this little bit. The still shots are coming up. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.